everybody's feeling blessed and encouraged and protected. I'm about to jump into a collective reading. This got a lot of people energy in it. It's collective. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. If it's not yours, don't make it fit. Please make sure you like the live as you enter or enjoy, watch, whatever, on YouTube and on TikTok alike. Make sure you hit that like button and, send the energy going back and forth. Live readings are available. All you have to do is either leave a message, mention it to a moderator, or to me. There's a $25 payment required for a live reading, and you just have to send it to the payment information listed on my page in my bio or in the description on YouTube, depending on who's watching, where you're watching. Make sure you visit the website and the products and services that we have on there, that I have on there, and the Pinterest as well. Not Pinterest, hear me. What is this shit called again? Patreon. My Patreon. It's a little inactive. I've been very busy with a lot of changes going on. Rose again on the third day. Repent for your sins and turn to Him before it's too late. Right. Are you using that same energy to ask the people who have been molesting and raping children and eating them alive to repent? Why don't you use this time that you're using to go on the internet and bother people who have not looked for you or asked for your advice? Why don't you take that energy to go fight that demon? Because that's a demon. Why don't you go fight that demon and get out my goddamn comments? Okay? That's my advice to you. Take that energy that you're using to do nothing but write comments in people's chats that have nothing to do with you. Why don't you go use that energy in the right place? That the people who are sending us all on a stupid ass loop of paying all these stupid ass taxes to kill innocent people that have nothing to do with us. Who did you vote for? Before you come in my comment section saying stupid ass shit, who did you vote for? Shut the fuck up. I'll be having bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Y'all don't even know. Oh, I think I'm actually gonna vote this midterm. Ain't gonna be no more midterm. How about that? Your stupid ass. You a little too late. You should have had that motherfucking energy last November. Anyway, I digress. But don't come on here saying no stupid ass shit, because today I got motherfucking time. Sorry, because I feel like they be some kids be watching this. I'm sorry. Don't say bad words. But I keep telling you too, this is not for kids. I don't know why I keep popping up on the algorithm. Y'all make sure y'all check on y'all kids' iPads and shit, because I'm not supposed to be on your kid's iPad. Ah, there we go. Of course. You're gonna restrict me. You don't want to hear what I got to say. You don't want to hear what a lot of people got to say. I don't care no way. You can restrict it. I don't give a damn. But it's true. I'm not lying. You're going to restrict me, but you're not going to restrict the people who really do need to be restricted, right? The people who really do need to be restricted and put behind bars, you won't restrict them, but you restrict me, right? Right. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. But that's all I could think about. I don't know how anybody else could think about anything else. That's all I could think about. And that shit just pisses me off at the thought of it. at the thought of it. No, but still, y'all wake up every day, do the same thing like nothing's happening. Get on YouTube. How can y'all be getting on YouTube talking about love and this and this and that with what is happening outside? It's insane. It's insane. How can you even get on Instagram and get on social media and get on these different platforms and just scroll past the stuff that you're seeing? I know you see it. But I mean, it makes perfect sense because when what was happening to Palestine, everybody saw that. And eventually it was overwhelming, but what did we do? Scroll right past it like it wasn't even happening. Okay. Y'all keep that same energy because they're going to keep that same energy for us. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Well, telling me about it. Don't tell me what Jesus did. I know Jesus. I know Jesus. Do y'all? Do y'all know Jesus? Anyway, thank you so much for those of you that have liked the live. I really appreciate your energy. Why does this keep turning off? I don't know. I don't want to hear that shit no way. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. And you should be too. If you live anywhere in this world, but most importantly in the United States of America, for how can you be distracted? That's a poor excuse. What are you? A fly? How can you be distracted? You don't care. Let's use the right word. Hello? No, I'm actually really pissed off. But I'm on the live right now, so I have to call you back. Sorry about that. Being distracted, not being distracted. Y'all see that shit? No, I can do a reading for you. You need to send $20 to the Cash App that's in the description below. You let me know when you're ready. Okay? Talking about Jesus Christ. Hi, welcome. Good afternoon. Make this make sense. Look at the national news. What about it? What about the national news? What about it? That's going to be different than the local news. The national news is going to tell us what we need to know. Not. And even if the national news did say what we needed to know, most of us wouldn't know it anyway because y'all not going to be watching that no way. Even if, you know why? Because y'all don't care. Because if you really did care, the information is there. Good morning. It ain't that hard to find. It ain't. It ain't. It's not like somebody's doing a huge job. Man, we gotta go really difficult, really hard to hide this from these Americans, boy. Because boy, do they want to know information and stay informed and stay educated. We don't. It's not that hard. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care what happened to other people. Y'all don't care about. Y'all don't care. The same way y'all didn't give a damn about what was happening to black people. Now that it looks like it might happen to just about anybody, oh, now it may be some cause for maybe to pay attention. Not for concern, not to do the right thing. No, now maybe we need to maybe look and see. How did it go for y'all again? Oh, now y'all want to know how it went for us, right? You don't give a fuck. You don't really care. So exactly what's happening is you deserve it. Too bad is it's happening to everybody. I don't know how y'all waking up today like it's a regular day. I can't do this right now. Hello? I think I'm on the computer. I'm trying to get through this. I have to tell you something. Can I just call you when I'm finished? Thanks. It's all sus. You didn't tell me about it. Sus is not the word. Okay? Sus is not the word. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Y'all knew about that man doing all that stuff. Y'all knew about everybody being implicated in all that stuff. Nobody did nothing. Not a riot, not a protest, not a nothing. Nobody even wants to even talk about it. Did nothing. So, this is exactly what's going to happen. Y'all not even going to realize, oh, I'm going to vote next. Ain't going to be no more midterms. How about that? Ain't going to be no more voting. The way it's going. With y'all lackadaisy ass. You ain't got to worry about it. It's too much for you to do. Don't you worry about it. You don't never got to vote ever again, and we'll just do all the thinking for you. Now we don't even have to pretend that that's what we're doing because you done took your hands off the wheel altogether. Anyway, let me get back into this because this doesn't have nothing to do with the reading, even though I think it's way more important, but whatever. That's what y'all want to know about. This stupid shit right here, but whatever. Holy Spirit, divine light beings, those are the best intentions for myself and my collective. What's the most important message that needs to be delivered? Please protect me as I read. Watch me from monitoring spirits or anyone with nefarious intentions with the information that I'm about to give. In your holy name I pray, amen. You know what? I think I'm going to have to reset the live anyway because I'm just going to reset it. It's only you here, Adapt. Just come back because I am being restricted based off of the things that I'm saying because they're just too much. I need to be restricted because some audiences would just be, oh my God, clutch their pearls, offended by the fact that I'm just literally stating what is happening in real time. I'm the one that needs to be restricted. Anyway. There we go. Let's just jump right into it because it's not what y'all here for. So let's see. All right, what are the planets? What are the planets, Holy Spirit? What the fuck? I ain't never seen that before. Wow. So we got all sun. If I send you enough money, can I get something I want from you? What kind of question is that? Let's be for real. Let's not be stupid. So be careful of what you're asking me before you make me mad and I make you disappear. Okay? The things that are being offered for you to either purchase or gain through exchange of money is listed in the description. Don't piss me off. If you send me enough money, That is not that. Why do you feel like you gotta send me money for that? Let's be for real. Why do you need to send me money for that? You know my handle. If you really look for my Instagram, you will find me. Don't be dumb, okay? Don't be saying stupid things just to say stupid things. If you want my Instagram, ask for it like a regular person. Hey, are you on Instagram? What are you talking about? If I send you enough money, can I get what I want? Stop playing it in my face. So I fucking block you. Anyway, talk about how to change your future for the better. It don't matter. Oh, listen, I'm gonna try to be positive, okay? Let me shut up. Okay, Dad. Thanks for your suggestion. I really do appreciate that. We can try to see how we can do that. Yeah. Talk about some solutions. Okay. Well, here's one solution. Right? How about we need to start with more empathy? Because we don't have time to read a book. I think we're really, really far down this river to try to educate ourselves, even though it may help. But I think one of the main things, if I talk about it, they're going to restrict this life too. But if your tax dollars are going to fund a lot of things that you don't like, the solutions are not going to be gentle. They're not going to be ones met with no consequences. They're not going to be ones when anybody who ever stood up for something that was right or stood up for something that needed to change was never met with peace, was never met with welcoming arms. They were met with combativeness. Okay? They were revolutionaries. They were a problem. They were killed. They were murdered. They were put under the jail. And then later on, oh, we honor whatever for all of this and this and this and this. The job of somebody who sparks that kind of change, they don't get a thank you. They don't get a pat on the back. They don't get a victory. They don't get nothing. What they put in is not felt, or the reward they get back is not felt until years and years later. I would file exempt. I wouldn't pay no taxes. If I had taxable income, no matter if I made $13 or $13 million, I would find a way to not pay none of them taxes. I would boycott anything that is funding something I don't believe in. I'll do without it. You think them people who boycotted the bus fares when they was striking, when they was working really hard for civil rights, you think they wanted to walk all them miles? You didn't think they wanted to get on the bus? You didn't think their feet was hurting? No, it takes sacrifice, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to boycott. Y'all don't want to. That means things are going to be not as convenient. Nobody wants to deal with that. You just repost from your Twitter page or your Instagram page. No, it's going to take you being uncomfortable, going without some shit. That's what it's going to take. You might even get in trouble for some shit too. That's what it's going to take to stand up for what's right. You don't like where your money's being funded? Stop sending your money. Because right now, you're just stuck in a machine. You're just paying. You go to work, you pay your taxes, you come home, you go to work, you pay your mortgage, you pay your car loans, you pay your credit card bills, and all this stuff. You buy off Amazon, you buy off Google, all these major corporations, all that money. We are being run. We know the wool, the blanket is being taken over our eyes. One person owns everything. We see it. It's not a conspiracy no more. So you see it. It's not taboo. It's not like a trick system. This is the day all of the conspiracy theories have been waiting for. It's actually some shit behind that veil. Yes. Yes, it is. So now the solution is, it's way too far gone at this point. You're going to have to be uncomfortable. And America does not have a tendency of liking to be uncomfortable. Y'all don't want to be uncomfortable. But anyway, let's, yes, absolutely. What What do you do when you're a slave in the system? You ever heard what happened in the last slave revolt that we know of on this earth? Within the past few generations or centuries that we can recall, what happened? How did those slaves revolt? Was it nice and easy and peaceful? No, it took grit and effort and blood and sweat and tears and spirits, rituals. That's what it took. That's what it took. Y'all not cut from that. We know that. You know why? Because it took us. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You know who I'm talking about, to help free all of y'all. Y'all don't know how to free yourselves. That's why you're stuck like this. And I'm in it. I'm in it right here with y'all. Because that's where I'm from. Guess where I live. Guess where I was born. Right the fuck here. Anyway, I'm going to move right along. This guy, oh, what's the solution? I can give you solutions. You ain't going to do it. You're not going to do it. You going to do it? No. The planets is all sun. I'm not lying. Every single planet fell on the sun. Every single one. Something is fiery. Something is hot. Something is revealing. Okay? Triumph also is the sun. Something is like there is exposure. Good morning. The sun 3 times. I've never seen nothing like that before. So maybe check your sun signs. Where's your sun placement? But all the planets is in the sun. What are we in right now? Pisces. We're in Pisces. So maybe somebody's a Pisces. I don't know. But the sun sign is very, very relevant. Let me get the zodiacs, please. Pisces, Aquarius, and Gemini. So I think I just said that. The sun is relevant 3 times, and Pisces is here. Pisces is like one of the most spiritual. It's the beginning of the zodiac, isn't it? So it's very, very spiritual. Pisces, Aquarius is the beginning, and it's the one right before it. And then Gemini. So we have water and air signs out here. And let's get the synchronicities with the numbers. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Adapt. Thank you, what is that? I can't see. I think you just joined the live. Thanks for those that have joined, liked so far. Thank you, YouTube, as well. I am a feisty baby. I am. Very, especially today. Super feisty today. Maybe if you would have called me another day, I would have. But I'm super feisty. Don't come over here and ask me nothing stupid either. Sorry. I don't really care. I do care, but I don't really care. Sorry. Not really that sorry. What if it was your mama? Or your daughter? Or your sister? A man came and said, how much money do I have to give you so that you could give me what I want? But like, sir, I'm going to need you to phrase exactly what you want from me before I ask you to get the fuck out of my face. Right or wrong? And then you're going to turn around and tell me I'm feisty. Okay. It's not hard to find my Instagram if you really want it. And what do you want my Instagram for anyway? It's like, I mean, use the handle that you see there and go search it in Instagram. I'm not gonna play with you. What's the numbers, please? 3, 2, and 5. That's not it. I had this thing open and now all of a sudden everything is closed and I cannot find it anywhere. There it is. Finally, yes. It took forever. I knew I had it open. Anyway, third house, communication, short trips, immediate environment, so this community is surrounding you, where you live. Money and possessions is number two. Something about money, the value you have, the community you live in, so on and so forth. Number five, creativity, romance, expression, and pleasure. So something possibly about what you're. I'm getting also creativity being a part of this money. So maybe however way that you're creative is what is bringing you these possessions or money or increasing your value. You could also that could also be a part of it too. Creativity through communication, or maybe you're communicating to your local community or those immediately in your environment could be the ones reciprocal to this creativity that you have, something like that. All this ties into income, money, possessions, the value that you have. So maybe the value that you have comes from the local community, that people who support you based off of your creativity, something that you do for the community. That is going to be important here. Maybe that's also coming to the light with the sun 3 times. Something could be clarifying. You're triumphing over something that either is impactful to those around you, or those around you could have been impacted by this. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say what you do has a lot to do with your reputation, who you are, what you stand for, which also directly correlates with how much money you make. Something like that. Like how you are creative and how you use this energy impacts the environment around you, the immediate environment around you, possibly through communication or something like that. Well, this is like a creative thing that you're doing. Something like that. Let's see how it develops. Where do I want to go first? Let's start here. Let's see what happens there. Luck. Luck is on the bottom. Let me get the past. Let's do past, present. Let me get the past energy for the collective. Let me get Oracle. Past energy, please, one at a time. Angry. Oh no, that's accident. Something could have happened. In danger. A caution. Maybe you felt like you were in danger. You had to be very cautious. There was some sort of danger. A precaution. What's the present energy? What's the present energy now? Okay. The past could have been anything like 5 minutes ago. What's the present energy? Somebody could be learning a lesson. Natural disaster. Risk. Oh, somebody's in danger. Survive. Well, maybe you survived this danger. Oh, yeah, because look, it says danger and then survive. Danger and then survive. So maybe this is why it's in the past. It happened already. That's fright. Oh, wow. This could have been a really tough time. Okay. So maybe you could be frustrated currently or trying to survive some sort of risky situation, or you did already in the present energy. You're in survival mode. Somebody in survival mode. What is the future energy, please? Like somebody could be in care. Patron, support. Oh, so maybe you'll be supported. What was that? That's another card. Wealth, investment. Tell me about this accident in the past. Daydream. Okay, you could have been still been very optimistic, although you were going through something that was very dangerous. or your delusion could have put you in danger as well. Like, do you not realize? Because it's like it's a whole accident, but somebody's in like a daydream, a cloud. So it's like maybe you didn't really realize just how much danger you were in as well. What's the present? What's the present energy with this, please? Third wheel. There's a clear enemy here. Distrust. What's Tell me more about this third wheel. Oh wow, purpose. So there is a clear. Maybe you've identified this risk, and it's a third person. That's their goal to be this natural disaster. Could feel like you're currently going through. You've identified the problem though. Somebody has identified this the outside source that is the enemy. I don't like that. What's the future? I don't like that at all. Vitality, initiation. So this is going to be in the future. This is setting the seeds, planting the seeds. That's how initiation works. Like you'd be like, oh, this is terrible. This is happening to me. Whatever, whatever. And be like, oh, you're going through initiation. And be like, what? So everything has to fall apart. Everything has to just be terrible and bad. I feel like we have the wrong understanding of God. I do. I've been reading the Bible and I've been watching everything that's been going on. And I just feel like we have it flipped. If you want a question answered, then you need to donate something to the Cash App that's listed in the bio. Do not come in here just writing questions. If you do that more than once, I'm going to block you. All right? Okay, cool. What was I going to say? I feel like more so God is love more than anything else. And from what I've been reading and stuff like that, I just feel like we have been led by fear a lot of times. I don't think that we're getting the right message, but that's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. I might not know what I'm talking about, but intuitively, as I read and as I try to understand the scripture, not to say that, everybody needs to read the scripture for themselves, everybody needs to do their own work, what have you, whatever. But I just feel like some of the things, it just doesn't sound right. Like it just sounds so scary. It sounds so detailed and it just sounds so. I just don't. It just doesn't sound like a frequency God would be operating out of. And I agree. And sometimes adapt. I be thinking about that specifically. How you just be chiming in and just be saying, "Oh, God is love," and I think that that is. I agree wholeheartedly. And I think that we kind of get that confused. Like God doesn't want to punish. God doesn't necessarily want us to be, you know, intimidated and you know worshipped worship him out of fear or out of, you know what I'm saying. That's why he gave us a choice. I just don't think that it's supposed to feel like that. It's supposed to feel so scary. It's supposed to feel so like, like everything, even in the spiritual community, like, oh yes, like all these terrible things are happening to you. It's because you're being initiated. I feel like yes, to an extent, but I think that we're focusing in on the wrong aspect of this for real. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that it goes like that. I really don't. I don't think that God wants to. That sounds like some slave master shit, though. For real, think about it. Like Why wouldn't God want to love you? Why wouldn't God want to, like, you know, show you how much He loves, and then, like, would do so much to show this love that God possesses, to pour that onto you, to show that to you. I hear people talking about being tested by God and this. That's not God. Like, you guys would just be blaming everything on God. Like, oh, God this, then why would you blame everything on God and then get mad when God doesn't intervene in the decisions that you made? Like, everything is God's fault. Like, is any of this yours? You have any accountability for anything? Or everything is God's fault, right? Okay. God is not testing you. God is not putting you through that initiation. That is the devil that's trying to see if you're going to go for these temptations and if you're going to be knocked off your own square. It's not God. God is trying to give you the blessing, but you keep seeing, oh, this is God. No, that is the devil. What are you talking about? God is not over here trying to trick you. He's not the master of trickery. That's the devil. And honestly, another thing too, the devil is something that we have created. Okay? The devil that you fight and that you're so afraid of, or not even afraid of, or that you blaming everything on, or you this separate entity, it is within you. It's within you. It's a reflection of who you are. It is your own stuff. It is you. You are the devil. God cannot exist without the other. Everything cannot be all alike. And if you are your higher self, you are God. You are made of what it is. You are, the divine is within you. You only have the divine. You only have what's good. You have dark and light. Half the time you fighting yourself. Ain't nobody attacking you. I'll take that back. Because sometimes there are people attacking you. But they're attacking you through your own shadow self. You're not going to understand that concept. And I don't really know how to explain that fully yet. But they're attacking you through your shadow self. The devil that you're fighting is right there. Look in the mirror. It's you. Once you elevate to a certain point, like, you'll come to understand that other things that are happening outside of you, they don't mean anything. Everything that matters is what's happening within you. So the concept of the devil is not really what you think it is. Hi guys, I'm not really responding. Hi Brittany, thanks for making it on. How are you? Welcome. I know I'm on early. I I know, because I have to study and I want to go soon. I've already been on here running my mouth, yelling at people, being angry as hell for too long. So tell me more about this past energy with the daydream and the accident. And maybe you were a little delirious. I don't know. Tell me, what's this? Out loud. Memory. This happened in the past. You could have the memory of this. You remember this. This something could have been traumatic in the past that happened to you. And you have to either stay optimistic about it. This memory could be very triggering for you. I can relate to that. I'm okay. I just, honestly, you're in the military, so, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but oh, thank you, darling. You're so sweet. I kind of feel like all of the stuff that's going on right now, it, like, sometimes I sit up at night and I think about, like, what if we have to get, what if they start drafting people, you know, because people don't want to go to war? What if this gets out of hand or something like that? I have a son. You know what I'm saying? What about everybody else's son? And then I'm calculating my son's age to see how long could this possibly last, and will it affect me? Like, this, nobody else is thinking about this. Nobody else is thinking about this. I'm looking at these kids and the images of these little kids that are like going through this war that they don't understand, and they're like so beat up and starving, and it's just, this can happen. Just because it's not happening in front of your face and you don't see it every day doesn't mean that it can't happen. It can happen. I don't know, it bothers me. I don't know how it doesn't bother anybody else. All right, what is the present energy with this third wheel? Ooh, there's evidence. So there's something that you know now, presently. This, oh, that's what it is with the sun and the moon and the clarity. Yeah. So it's like you're getting clarity on exactly who the opposition was and their goal in your life. All that. You know, somebody knows something. This, or this is your confirmation. This natural disaster that you're either going through now, or you went through, or you're surviving through, is was the goal of a third party, and you know this now for sure. It's somebody's story. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't relate to this, not even a little bit. So that's how I know this is specific to somebody. Okay, so what's, so in the future there's going to be some sort of support, patron, parenthood. Maybe there's a kid here. The beginning initiation of something. Let me see. What do you mean by that? What's the future energy? There's some sort of inspiration or idea. So this, it's almost like you being in. Okay, yeah, a sweet dream. So you're gonna be inspired, which is, I mean, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but for you to be able, that's what truly alchemy is. You know what I'm saying? Even Buddhism, being able to take negative things and still push through, to alchemize them, to turn them into positive things. So you get paid, you know, patron, not Patreon, but not patronized. I guess patronized in a way, but supported through this happening, this initiation like thing that happened to you. You'll be satisfied with this idea that comes from this. So you're going to be inspired by whatever whatever happened. You have the memory of this. The memory of this could be very, very triggering for you. But in the present energy, it's like you're surviving this natural disaster, and you have the evidence now of the third party who was so strategic and like purposeful with their goal. Wow, that's really clear. Look, third party, third wheel goal, evidence. Look at that. It's almost like somebody, this is how serious they were about you, about doing whatever they did to you. Like they were that, like they targeted you. But you like survive, or you're currently surviving this. It's crazy. All right, let me one for the advice. Man, see what I'm talking about? Okay, stubborn marriage. Somebody did not want to hear this or see this for you. Maybe this has something to do with the marriage you were going into. So they did something unfair, robbed you of it, or did something, theft, something unfair when it comes to something that they didn't want to hear. Maybe a marriage, they didn't want to see you in some sort of committed thing. It doesn't have to be a marriage per se, but it's love. It's like somebody's robbed you of like love, genuine love or some shit like that, which can be quite expensive because like look at the world now. There are some people who have money but they don't have no love. I mean, you can see that. That's a big deal. To rob somebody of that, that's a big deal. That's not nothing light. What's with the memory in the past with the accident, the danger, readiness? You were ready for this, so or at least your guides were. Prompt, preparation, arrangement. What's the present energy with the evidence? Relaxation. Oh, luck. The evidence. Yeah, that's what I see here. Like whatever happened was like it was impactful, but I mean, whether or not you felt like you were ready in the 3D, I'm getting more so that your spiritual team or your higher self, or maybe even you yourself, maybe you had the foresight and you stayed ready. You stayed optimistic, but there was some sort of preparation or promptness to this that allowed. It's almost like the bear that I've been seeing on the internet that was running up to the house to hide their cub, and then the avalanche came. So it's not like the avalanche wasn't gonna come. Like the foresight wasn't gonna stop the avalanche from coming. It's just the fact that the bear was ready when it did hit his back, and he was able to absorb the shock. Now, the kid underneath the cub had no idea. They wouldn't have been able to get ready. It would have taken him out in a way differently because there was no preparedness. They weren't prompt enough to react. Something about what happened to you or whatever injury or caution or danger, you saw it. Maybe you didn't see it way far ahead, but it's almost like when you get into a car accident. Yeah, it's still sudden, right? But something helps you, like your peripheral or something, or maybe even your spiritual gift, or something happened that alerted you to just, even if it was just a shift in your head so that the glass didn't hit your face. I mean, you still got into the car accident, but you did something that prepared you in a way that gave you an advantage. With the evidence, I don't know, this luck and inducement is like somebody being bribed. That's a part of the evidence. Fortune, somebody being bribed with a fortune or your fortune or a jackpot or reward of some sort. Yeah. Inducement, luck, reward. Like that's the bribe. So the third party did this and you have evidence that they did this to to be paid. Like you thought you was gonna get a payout, thought you was gonna get lucky, so you took a bribe. I think that's the evidence in this present energy somebody's sitting in. So what's the future? Oh, conflict and homeless. What's this? Pride, self-worth, esteem, ego. Failure, castaway, poor. Give me one more on this poor. Calm. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, so it makes sense. You're calm. You have a lot of self-worth. Pride is necessary. Ego is necessary. Yes, thank you for the hearts. I really do appreciate it. Because, yeah, you're okay. See? Because in my head, I was talking to God like, make it clear for me. Is I really did think that it was the other person, but I didn't want to assume that. No, the conflict is going to be for the other person who took the bribe. Because look, right before this in the future, this could have been what they wanted for you: conflict and homelessness, for you to be homeless, for you to not have anything. Oh, thank you for the roses. But there's an idea in sweet dreams, like an idea that you're coming up with is going to lead you to satisfy. You'll be very satisfied with it. But the future for others who wanted this for you, I mean, this is what they're getting: homelessness and conflict. Let me tell you something. It ain't that hard to become homeless these days. I would not fuck around. But I mean, what do I know? There's a page I saw on Instagram where there's the lady. I need to find it. Where she's helping people file exempt, like regular people like you and me. Like that's what y'all need to do. File exempt. Don't pay no taxes. You don't want your money going to where places that it's not supposed to be going. Then be more mindful about where you're spending your money, because this is what this is all about. All right, you want something to come to you, plan it out. Stop buying stuff on Amazon. Get up, go to the store. I know it's not convenient anymore, but we have bigger problems. Stop giving these people your money. File exempt on your taxes. You don't want to go to war? Don't pay your taxes. You want to look for the solutions. You want to know what it is that you need to do. That's what you need to do. Go follow, what's the lady's name? Amanda? Amanda something. Starts with the B. I can't remember. She was on Insecure. She gives you lots of solutions. She's an activist in herself. I don't know all the right answers. All I know is about what other people are saying, the other stuff that I read and stuff like that. You want to be, if this is something that you actually care about, you're actually like of the world, well then you're gonna have to find solutions. And the solutions that you're gonna find are not gonna be easy, but it can be done. And it can be done in a way where you don't get in trouble. Stop filing your taxes. That's first and foremost. Stop filing your taxes. File them, but file exempt. Don't put no more money into this nonsense. Anyway, I'll get off of it because y'all don't care about that anyway. So I'm gonna, because every time I stop talking about it, everybody leaves the room. That's your problem now. But whatever. Give me one more on this conflict and homelessness, please. The homelessness could be a person, right? Because a home can be considered a relationship. They could have wanted to make you homeless. They want to leave you with not without a person. What's the homelessness? Yes, blind strategy. This is a strategy that hopefully you don't see, or maybe you didn't. It's good possibly to keep you in conflict too. Because if you think of this as a person and not literal homeless, because that's been coming up a lot too. If you think of that as a person, Does it say idea? What does it say? Coach. If you think of this as a person, like I say, to keep you out of a relationship, because you're without a home, you're without a person. If you stay in conflict with a person all the time, then you will become homeless. You won't have no person no more, because all y'all do is argue. This is the strategy that maybe somebody did not see. This is in future energy too, so this could be something you need to take into consideration going forward. If you notice yourself constantly fighting with, your counterparts or people that you're supposed to have substantial relationships with, love or not, it's to keep you without feeling as if you don't belong anywhere. You don't have anybody. This is a strategy that hopefully maybe they were hoping you would not see. Whatever the fuck this is, whatever this is. It could be a lot of things. That's why I don't really try to stress my. It could be a person, yes. It could be a principality, yes. And it could be your own damn self. And it could be all the above. You just have to figure out what is relevant for you. A principality is after you. This could be from your bloodline. This could be from, years and years and years of your family and like just karmic buildup. And then maybe somebody made an agreement with some sort of principality, energy, spirit that you now have to work through. Sometimes an energy principality you don't came across or whatever is obsessed with you, and they are jumping from person to person to person, operating, making that, so that's why they're not, all of these conflicts that you have are not the same. Some are with families, some are with lovers. Some of y'all, it's like every single relationship, intimate relationship, loving lovers relationship, it's a problem, but the family aspect is cool. Some of it is every fucking way, everywhere you go. See where it is for you. Maybe it's just at work. It depends on the principality that you're dealing with. And at the end of the day, if you remove all of that and you just focus on yourself, you will come to find that is another aspect that you can really master in order to keep everybody else at bay. That's not always the easiest thing, but sometimes that's necessary. Yeah, they're gonna think, oh, you know what else I hate too? People who say other people who don't respond and retaliate in black magic whenever they feel as if they're being either attacked or done something wrong. They scary. Oh, you scary. No, I have integrity. That's just like saying somebody with a gun, right? Gun laws, gun laws, gun laws, gun laws. But then if you, this is like, it's like this. Y'all heard about Keisha? What happened to Keisha? Oh, she was at the house and another girl came up to her house and called her outside, tried to get her outside to beat her ass. Right? Yeah, man, Keisha's scary. This girl been following her, bullying her all around town, and she pulled all the way up to her house, and she ain't doing nothing about it. Mind you, Keisha in the house like, if I come outside, I'm gonna kill this person. So I cannot let my emotions and the way that I feel outthink me. This is a gun I have, and I have to be responsible. Fuck what everybody else got to say if they think I'm scary. I'm only going to do what I absolutely feel is necessary, because at the end of the day, I know God is not going to bring me to it if I can't get through it. So I need to be responsible. It's not just about doing what everybody else thinks I should do or how it looks optically. I need to do what is right, because this is somebody else's life that I am going to take, because I actually know what I'm doing. But what does everybody do? That's just like what Jay-Z says. Somebody kills the rapper and the shooter becomes famous. Like, it doesn't make no sense. It's the honor system here is backwards. Now you calling Keisha a coward. She's not a coward. Now you mess with the girl, you mess with the girl, you mess with the girl, she come outside, blast the girl. The girl's dead. Dang. Like, what did you want her to do? I told you I didn't want to fight. I told you I didn't want to bother with you. I'm trying to do the right thing. I know this gun's gonna take your head off, because I know it. But I don't have to prove to nobody that I know how to use the gun. I don't have to prove to nobody that I can defend myself. But in spiritual community, oh, if you don't go straight to black magic and get to getting in the other people's ass and handling your stuff for yourself, then you're scary. And I'm not scary. I'm responsible. I don't want to deal with no negative karma. I got faith in a higher power. I'm not scary. I don't know. People gotta take into consideration, like think things all the way through before you reach back in your bag that you feel, oh, thank you, darling, that you feel that you could just reach into your alchemist bag because you have the authority to do that because you know how to do something. You don't. And don't be fooled and don't be convinced by all of the onlookers saying that you should do this and you should do that and you need to do this. Defend yourself. Stand up for yourself. Like, you are just repeating a rhetoric that you want to make true. Now, just because you see this person isn't necessarily surrounded by beef, they peaceful, they're not really bothering nobody. People always fucking with them. You trying to turn this person into somebody else. Oh, it's because you don't just try to defend yourself. No. How about I'm not bothering nobody? You cannot tell me how. Now, if I turn around, this is a perfect example. Iran and the U.S. Now, you fucking with people and they turn around and defend themselves. You cannot tell someone how they need to retaliate, how they need to defend themselves. If I turn around now and I blow this entire thing to smithereens, you're doing too much. You're taking it too far. No, that's not fair. I'm defending myself. How about you just stay in your lane? People like to fuck with other people to get them to react. That's a part of like controlling somebody else. You don't control that person. It's not up to you what they do, how they respond, how they run their life, how they deal with things that stress them out. It's not up to you. This is not a show. They're not performing for you. Oh, speak up. I do speak up when it's necessary. So because I'm not speaking up in the timely manner that you feel, in the way that you feel that I need to be doing it, when it comes to my life, then who the fuck are you anyway? Who are you? Who called you into this situation to judge, be the judge, jury, and the executioner? Who asked you? Are you God? You're not. So you need to excuse yourself out of this. Unless you are the opposing person. And if you are, why are you fucking with this person? And then when they say, it's like people who say they give it to God, oh, you scary. No. And if you say that, something wrong with you. That should be a red flag. If a person's saying, I'm going to give it to God, you shouldn't be thinking to yourself that they're cowardly or that they don't know nothing or that they this and that they that. If they're saying they're going to give it to God because they know what they're going to do, but God might not like it. God might not like it. They're going to take that shit to hell. God might not like it. So they're going to give it to God. People need to take that into consideration. If you hear somebody talking about, oh, this one is scary, you scary, that should be a red flag for you. Why are you calling that person scary? What makes you think that they're scary? Did you fuck with them and they not give you the reaction that you're looking for? Because they went to God with the situation instead of taking it out into their own hands, which is literally what we're supposed to do. That's how faith works. If you believe in a higher power, even if you think the higher power is your higher self, however you want to make it work. Yes, you defend yourself. Yes, you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you do not take out actions in your own hand because you think that that's what needs to be done. Whatever. We want for the advice with this robbery. Yeah, that's what it is. Somebody was being greedy. They wanted to hold on to you, and you don't have real love or a marriage or commitment because they want that. They want to be able to have whatever this person might even have their own things going on, their own blessings in their life. They just don't want you to have it. That's what gluttony tells me. This totally looks like some sort of third party shit, for sure. That's their goal. That was their goal. This was very, very greedy of someone else to do that. There was some sort of bribe, but it's like you know that some bribe or some sort of unfairness about surrounding that. Somebody got paid to like make the other person, go into some shadow or imbalanced things, like whatever it was. Doesn't always have to be romantic, but there was an influence here that was bribed to be the influence, is what I'm saying. And it has something to do with somebody missing out or not having a substantial situation here. Oh yeah, it is. It's interesting because I'm not pulling on anything biased, so that's why I find it so interesting. That's good though. In the present energy, it's like whatever it is that you uncovered, that's why it's a memory, and it's the remembrance of this is triggering. But you're calm now, and you're literally using this as fuel, inspiration for something else, which is really good. Take us out. What is left to say, Holy Spirit? I knew it. I thought it was live and learn, but it's relax, which is before. So there's peace now in the present energy. Because I've seen this before. You could be relaxing, or you could be sitting back and contemplating, like going over everything that happened before. Yeah, reservation. You know that there's something in store for you. You're not like worried about it because you're a good person. Queen of Cups. You don't have to be a feminine. You could be a masculine. You're pure-hearted. You know that you're a good person. You know that you're somebody. You know that you matter. You know that, you know. Some people know too. Like, damn, I've been through the ringer. I've been through a lot. I've been giving a lot out, even when bad things have been coming to me. I know that I like. I know God has something better for me than this. Some people know that in their heart, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should feel that way and hold on to that. That's what faith is. And that's why it's so powerful. Because with everything that's going on, with everything on the outside world that's telling you otherwise, will you believe? Will you believe anyway? Even if it's in yourself. Because you have to believe in something. Will you? That's true too. Because if you don't, how will you have inner peace? This is good because, like, whatever happened, it didn't break this other person, which actually takes a lot of strength, right? Because despite, someone being very purposeful to, like, not have you have whatever it is that God had for you, you still know deep down in your heart that there's a desire, there is a worth, there is some sort of extravagance, either in spirit or just through the love of God, that you are entitled to, that it's yours. And you're relaxed in this knowing. You're not going to let nobody take that from you, even though they definitely tried to stir that faith and put you through a whole natural disaster and have you thinking that that's not the case. That is not shaken from someone. Tell me more. That's a miracle. And there's a reason why. Look, wealth. There's a real estate. A home. Whether it is a mega project at that, whether it's an actual home or this is a person. One more. A vow. Yeah, worship. You worship, you have a lot of faith. What about it? What about this victim trick? Compromise, reconciliation. But this kind of flipped in reverse. So I feel like if there is a reconciliate, I wouldn't reconciliate with nobody right now. That's a trap. What is this? This keeps flipping in reverse. Family came out in reverse. Bond. So if there is an energy of, yeah, this is I'm like literally telling you how to triumph right now. If there is an energy of you reconciliating with somebody, even if it is family, like family, a lover, this is somebody you had some sort of bond or background with, or home. Somebody that's considered like a home or a person, because remember the thing home could also be a person. If there's an agreement, reconciliation, or consider it, this is a trap. This is a trap to reconcile this way. I wouldn't do it. Yep. Mercy, aid, kindness. What about it? Blessing. Yeah, somebody's about to gain. And there's somebody, see, this other person, they're still lingering around. So I would definitely be careful if you don't know who this is. If you're not unsure, get a reading. But I feel like most of you do know because the evidence card came out here and you're clear on what it is. You're probably just playing dumb. A lot of y'all probably play dumb with a lot of people. This person has a very insidious plan when it comes to your blessings, right? They could want to help you or you help them. Like, have mercy. No, this is their plan for your blessings and for your gain and for your increase and your level up. It's like an evil, nasty plan with whoever it is that is in the reconciliation place. These memories that's coming up from the past that's either triggering you or whatever, that's God bringing it up to remind you. Because what we don't need is for you to reconcile with whatever family-like, bonding-like energy that wants to like trauma bond with you to make you feel. It's a trap to keep you away from your blessings. I wouldn't do it. What's the past energy for the collective? Oh, victim again. Sorrow, grief. What's the present energy? Optimistic, which also came out a second ago. You could have been a victim in the past, so you're optimistic now. What's the future? That's bullshit. What's the past? A victim of some sort of work or business or job or some sort of, what doesn't necessarily have to be work. This could be like spiritual work. What are you optimistic about? Technology. What's the optimism? Oh yeah, because this game is over. Whatever it is could have something to do with the internet, computers, technology, and stuff like that. Look how they both have, like, whatever fucking game this was that was being played is. Thank you for the 20 gig. I really do appreciate that. And the 6 life. Whatever game this was or whatever the fuck. You see how it both with the cords and the internet and stuff? Somebody's wish and their Oh, I feel so bad. I just feel so bad. Somebody's like, I just want this to be over. That's not fair to do that to somebody. That's fucked up, man. What's the future with the third wheel? I seen fraud, mind games. What is this? Caution, access, Pisces. This is the same thing that this is a warning. Somebody, this is a warning because the same thing came out before. That a Pisces wants access, but they ain't nothing but mind fucking games and fraud. This Pisces, a Pisces, they're the third wheel. Tell me again. They got a spiritual gift, or you do. They want access to your spiritual gift. This Pisces. What is it with the future in this third wheel situation? It's a caution. I don't know. That was unnecessary. Contentment. Again. With the bride. Again. And sickness. I saw sickness in the other deck too. Somebody definitely did bribe somebody. Drugs, narcissist, scarcity. It's like somebody knowingly took money. It's like blood money for something that they knew was wrong or something like that. This has something to do with the viewer or the collective or whoever this is I'm reading. Tell me about this third party, please. One card at a time. Yeah. There's a role model in this somewhere. One of these three people is some sort of role model. They don't know that they're in a third party or whatever. One of y'all got a role model in a third party. One of y'all niggas done put a role model, or one of y'all hoes done put a role model into a third party like a bozo. That's like you dating. Who would be a role model that everybody knows? Martin Luther King. I don't even know, because for some reason, like, these men, like, they hold on, because I don't know why you think you could just get up on top of my bed. Well, no, you did not. What's up? Oh, thank you. I want to talk to you too. I'm about to get off this live. Let me call you right back. 2 seconds. Are you not at work, right? Are you? Or did you start already? Okay. Okay, let me call you right back. Sorry about that. Spiritual gift. Tell me, what about this? This role model could have a spiritual gift, but what is the caution? Somebody playing mind games. They want access. It's a lover, and this lover is a player. They want access. They want access to you. They want access to your spiritual gift. This is a caution. Okay, this person's playing mind games, and they're fraudulent. All right? And I think they must have somebody's gay. They must have a third wheel or something like that. Why is it coming out as a third wheel? You're being protected, guarded, safe. They have like, there's another person here. Sigma. Yeah, this Sigma's being protected. You're being protected from this shit, but this is your caution. If you go into this situation, this third party shit with this person who is a Pisces, this is a lover, a committal person who wants access. They could be a Pisces. They're very fraudulent. They're playing mind games. They are coming in as a lover. They want access to your spiritual gift. You could be some sort of role model. You're being protected as a Sigma. I can't see what else. Yeah, you're healing from this shit. Don't let this come back into your life. You're ranking up, spiritual rank. I have to go. I have something else I have to do. You could be a Taurus. This is very clear. This is very clear. A past lover is not who you think they are. Like, just stop, okay? They're not. That ain't it. Believe the red flags are red. They're not green. They're not purple. They're not pink. They're red. They're red. What do you do at a red light? You stop. The light is red. It's red. Don't go. Don't collect 200. Do not creep by. No rolling stop. It's stop. That's it. There's nowhere to go. This past lover, they want access to this gift. They are not going to commit. All they got for you is mind games. You are guarded from this, but you need to understand that this person, it's either there's a third situation here. It's not just you and the Sigma and this role model. That's like you. I was gonna use a man like Martin Luther King, like you dating Martin Luther King, but that doesn't make sense because men are allowed to do shit like this. We don't live in a regular world that makes sense because Martin Luther King had a bunch of other women on his wife. So who actually had really good integrity in that sense? I mean, I'm sure his speeches were great and he had great talking points and everything like that. But the person that was standing right next to you, you gave them no loyalty, no trust, no nothing. So I don't know. The rules are different for some. I don't know. Because if I say it like exactly like how it is, I'm gonna sound like, you know, like one of them. But that's not the case. I'm literally just repeating exactly what I see. You take somebody who's a role model for others and you deceive them and make them accept the reality that you're pushing that's not true because you're not really who you're presenting yourself to be. So you put a role model in a third party. What can I use? Okay, I could use Obama because Obama doesn't have any of those allegations tied to him. Thank you very much. Not to say that he's never done it, but there is no allegations tied to him. So, and Michelle talks very openly about her relationship with Obama. She's never said that it was perfect. But trust and loyalty and betrayal, that's like a real thing. Like, how can you not be loyal to the person that you choose to stay with for the rest of your life? You cannot be loyal to anything. God is not even here. You cannot even see or hear or feel him. But you're going to tell me that you could stay faithful to God? That's why women shouldn't date, or even men man or woman, doesn't matter who. If you cannot show any faithfulness to a higher power or to anything, any discipline, what makes you think you're going to have any discipline or faithfulness to me? So y'all will run around with these homeboys of yours that you see these women. They give them their tax money. They make sacrifices for them. They have their babies. They do everything for them. And they turn around and you watch this man treat her like dog shit. And that's your best friend. You ain't shit neither. Anyway. You can't put a role model in a third party situation. They're a role model. They want to do, not because it sounds good or it looks good or that's what would get them a lot of likes. That is literally who the person is. And you put them in a third party with another person. Like they a shit eater. And not worth anything. That's like you getting with somebody like Michelle Obama before she was with Obama. You with Michelle Obama. She is a, a righteous person. Then you turn around and you cheat on her with Suki Hana. It's like, what? First of all, not only does that make you look like the who you really are, but like people gonna be looking like Michelle. Like, how could you possibly get enthralled in something like this? It's true. I if I was Michelle, I would probably say the same thing. Like my judgment, that would blow up somebody's whole world. This is why they do it. This is the whole point of third parties. As you can see, that was paid. Somebody was paid to do that. So it wasn't even about the person, that the non-committed person. It was about making the other person's credibility, who was a role. It has to be. You can't see that? I can, because if the only one person in those three people are a role model, your reputations don't matter. Everybody knows you're shit eaters. That's why you don't take a chance on people who are not equally yoked as you, because you know what? They gonna put you in a dog pile mess so you all could look like shit eaters. Anyway, let me just move on. What's the past energy, please, for the collective? Holy Spirit. The devil. I'm not responding to any of that shit down there, for real. I just don't want to be bothered, and I don't care. I don't care. If they make something happen in the real world right in front of my face, if that, because people get offended when I talk about the money. When in all actuality, that's all it's about at the end of the day. Then y'all want to talk. People talk about people like, oh, all you hear about is money. I don't want to fit up here and be broke as hell. And if you're gonna be playing in my face anyway, I'm not gonna be enduring all that and be broke. Y'all niggas be having the audacity. Make something appear in 3D. If not, you just talking. Talk to yourself. What's in the present energy, please, for the collective? Hermit. You better go in there, Hermit. Somebody trying to go within, because are you tired of the devil on your ass? Oh, that makes sense. I would go into Hermit too. Good job. What's the future energy? Man, I have lost so much just faith in the world and just humanity altogether. Earth angels must be real spread, real far apart, real far. The next Earth angel for me must be like on another continent somewhere. The future energy is consistency, practical, reliable, patience. So it's gonna take some hard work on a hard, long road. It's a positive card, but this is not this isn't even moving. So if you're looking for something quick and fast, that's not what the future holds for you, buddy. Tell me about the devil, please, in the past energy. What about it? The devil is just shadow, instability. If you're somebody obsessed with a new start, fresh start, possibility, new beginnings, freshness. What is this page? That shit is held off. That's you want. Somebody so desperately wants. Are you tired of all the bad karma that you've been doing? There's nowhere else for it to go, huh? There's no more rugs for you to stuff that energy in or onto anybody else. You're obsessed with this new beginning. So guess what? All that work, it's still held off, because at the end of the day, there ain't no getting around the work you have to do for your new beginning. Hangman. This happened already? Okay, so in the future energy, you done finally figured out, I'm going to have to go into hermit mode. Yes. Yes. Everybody does. You can't just decide, you know what, I like the way you're going there. Or you know what, you got it all. You cannot just be a terrorist. Okay. You want to get in the occult, you want to get on your journey, you want to go and take care of what you got to do. I am. Focus on you. You don't get in the game and you don't get and try to work on your foresight and try to work on your being able to see and all this stuff to get into everybody else's business. To be a menace in everybody else's business. This is what you need to be focusing on. Yourself. Your own enlightenment. Tell me about the present energy, please. With this hermit. What's balance? Two of Cups. Maybe you're getting enlightenment about a relationship, a unified love. Or Two of Cups could be your own masculine and feminine energy coming into balance. Tell me more about what's happening in this hermit. The Empress. Ooh, you're sad. You could be sad about something about this Empress, or this is you, Empress. That's sad. One or the other. What are you sad about? Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody else sad over the Empress. What about the Ten of Pentacles? They want to offer their cup because they see the Empress as the Ten of Pentacles. Now you're going into hermit mode over a Two of Cups because you wanted a fresh start so bad, so bad, so bad. Whatever you did to get this fresh start with the devil, it puts you right back into hermit mode. I mean, into hangman for you to think about some shit because that's not what God said. Whatever you was doing here, I don't even know. I'm not even going to look it up. I don't even know. Go back to the drawing table. Where's that? In here. Now you sitting at the thing. Now you sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Why? Because I want a Ten of Pentacles. I want to give my cup. You need to go and take that cup to the sink and wash it. That's what you need to do. And stop carrying that cup everywhere trying to give it to people. It's dirty. Tell me more. What's the future energy, please? Yeah, prioritize. Get your shit together. And slowly get on that horse. And do the shit that you didn't want to do. That's like the teacher. That's like you. Damn, I don't want to do all these things. The teacher said, remember when the teacher used to just give you a bunch of work that's ridiculous? Okay, after you guys read chapter 4, then answer the things to know, and then answer the chapter questions, and do the practice test. Like, miss, you want us to do all of this off this basis one chapter? Man, you just don't want to teach today. And you're like, damn, I don't want to do all this. And you tell your homegirl, hey, man, let me get your answers. And you sitting on the thing. I can recall this because it happened to me. Doing this. You copying your motherfucking ass off. The teacher peeps you. Then she comes, she take your homegirl paper and your paper. Guess what? You got to start all the way over. Because ain't no getting around the work that you got to do. That's what the teacher said to do. That's what you're going to have to do. You try to copy somebody else's paper or cheat. Still have to do it over. Thank you for the 30K. I do appreciate that. Tell me about this future energy with the Two of Pentacles. Getting your stuff back in order. That's the future energy. What else? Oh, so exciting. Hierophant. That's good. Gaining and receiving information. Hierophant status. That's really good. And the Sun. So you will triumph. There's only one way to get on the path. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Becoming self-sufficient. Independent. This is through healing. This is all through this is spot on what I'm saying. Somebody needs to go within. I think maybe you tried to avoid the work. I'm trying to see what that is on the edge of my bed because I'll get back to that. Somebody here is trying to avoid the work. If something happened within a relationship, whatever it was, whatever you did in that shadow, that puts you back in hangman. Okay? This Empress, leave this girl alone. Leave her alone. You messed that up. Now hermit means sitting by yourself. It doesn't mean that you're fucking with anybody else. You sit by yourself. Don't come out. You know when they tell you to go in timeout, this isn't necessarily what hermit is about. This is what I'm going to explain. You're in timeout. Why are you in timeout? Why do they typically put you in timeout when you're a little kid? You need to sit down and get a new perspective on some shit. Don't come out of there until when they come out of timeout, what do you tell me? Okay, so what did you do wrong? And if you fuck around and you say the wrong thing and you say something stupid that clearly shows that you have shown no intellectual growth, guess what? You're going back into timeout. Listen, this is what's happening. It's ending and it's over. Okay? You need to heal now. Okay? Do the work and slowly get back on your beaten path. Balance this time. Triumphs through the help of the Most High. Getting and receiving guidance, and this will lead you to the Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. But you must heal. Take this out. Me one more for reach energy. If that's the Nine of victory, see? I'm not lying. I'm not just saying all this is because I want to be mean or I want to. No, I'm frustrated. I'm trying to help you. It's a victory. In the future, if you do what I said to do, mind your damn motherfucking business, like Kevin Hart says, and focus on yourself for a moment. Okay? If this is what you want. What's the advice, please? Take us out. That was a tarot. This is truth. Breakthrough. It's a sword. This is the truth. Clarity. This is the truth. I'm not pulling on my cards. Somebody needs, maybe you're already working for yourself on yourself. That's good. But this is confirmation for you. This is exactly what it is. Stop. Whatever you are doing, it's not working. It's not working. You need to go within. Go within, go within, go within. And if you have already, good job. Stay there and don't come out until you finish the job. That is my advice to you. You're enthralled in third parties and you keep coming to a divine empress with this same shit. You're only hurting yourself. You're trying to fuck this girl up and it's not going to work out. Stay where you're at and do the work before you try to insert yourself into anybody else's life. Because the karma is not only going to be for them because unfortunately they did not have discernment to stay away from you, but also for you, you're going to keep setting yourself back. This is the end of what I have to say. I really have to go. I'm sorry. Maybe another day. I can't even promise that I'm going to be here tomorrow, but I will be here again. And maybe we'll have better energy. We'll see. But this is what I got for you. It's not always peaches and roses and sunflowers, and this is just the reality of things. And you're grown enough to deal with that. That's why you come here every day. Thank you so much to everybody who has come on, who's liked. All 11 of you, I pray blessings onto your life on YouTube here. Those that have left a comment, if I ignored you, I'm sorry. Hey, Pittsburgh. Yeah, someone did upset me. Oh, it's you, Joey. You see me over here turned up. I was pretty upset. And I've just been talking about a lot of things that's been going on that I have not liked to see in the news. But I was pretty much pissed off today. Yes, you're absolutely correct. But thank you so much for coming on and for leaving your comments, good or bad, whatever they are. Thanks for them. And I really hope to see you again. Good morning, Maine. Look at all you guys saying good morning. I appreciate you guys here on YouTube for that. Thank you. And you guys on TikTok as well. I pray blessings and protection and peace and happiness over you guys that have exchanged your energy with me so willingly, lovingly, gracefully, without me having to ask. I appreciate that. And I just pray for the covering. I pray for blessings. I just pray over you and over your endeavors, your family, just positivity and love 10 times over to you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for, accepting me with my energy and allowing me to have this safe space to talk to y'all and to say how I feel, coded or not. I appreciate that. Thank you, Alice, for all your love and your attention and all the likes. Adapt you as well, Brittany, JB, all those that I may not have seen. I feel like I've seen you too on here. Aisha, if I didn't happen to see you, Fran, all those that I did see you. Brienne, is it Brianna or Brienne? Where the aunties. I don't know. I was really on a tangent today and I really wasn't paying attention, but I did see you. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your comments and for your gifts and your love, all of that. And I will see you guys soon. Okay? More than likely tomorrow, if not the next day, because I really need to find the time to study and stuff like that. So just have a little patience with me as my presence may change here and there as I spread myself thin, okay, just for a little bit of time. But I'm out of here. It's saved. Thank you so much. I think you mean appreciated. I'm gonna take it as that. Thank you. I appreciate that. What did you say? 30K is pretty good. But it's saved on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe and to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube, like and comment and stuff like that. All those that didn't get to see it on TikTok, head over to my YouTube and hit rewind. I'm about to upload it on there now. All right. Bye, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for your time and your energy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I promise. Today was the first day of my cycle, so sorry. See you tomorrow.